Hey, fellow babies, welcome to the 42 Show, the only show on YouTube that's exactly like reading in a moving car. It's okay at first, but it makes you feel sick real quick.
Hey!
How y'all doing? Yeah, we've got all the rule breakers on the show today. Ronald Gump, Elon's Musk, and many more. So why don't we dive right into it, shall we?
Get on with it.
Oh, we need that. We need that clip from Monty Python. Yeah, we need that. So, Ronald Gump is close to running out of time here in his last-ditch effort to save off the historic stigma of being the first former president to go on criminal trial next week. The presumptive Republican nominee suffered yet another courtroom defeat on Monday in an attempt to delay his hush money trial and move it out of Manhattan. And on Tuesday, an appeals court thwarted yet another attempt to postpone the opening of the trial so that Trump can challenge a partial gag order imposed on the president. Jesus, somebody should have gagged that man a long time ago.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So with his latest legal defeats, move him and the nation to the threshold of a divisive spectacle that will further strain in the justice and political systems and that could have an unpredictable impact on November's election. So, Trump Watch comes in pretty big on this one because we're on the verge of a real criminal trial for somebody actively trying to hold the high office. I can't believe this is really happening. You know?
I know. It's funny you say like the election is going to be unpredictable. Yeah, it's going to be unpredictable. Whatever happens. It's just going to be insanity.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Hillary won in a weird write-in ballot thing or something, you know?
Oh, no, she won't have won. Yeah, it will be him, no matter what.
Yeah.
Even if he's not running, he'll have won.
Yeah, he's got people in place to deal with that. Yeah. Oh, so make sure, when election time comes, please vote with your head, your conscience, what would my children need in the future? And I'm pretty sure that this fucking guy isn't what your mental picture will be.
Well, and also this week, we should not forget, not only do we have massive, large lumps of blubber blocking the U.S. law and the democracy over there? We also had another blockage this week. Did you know about the blockage? Yeah, and I don't mean a little bit of blockage in your bum. No. There was yesterday, in fact, was the total solar eclipse. Ooh, did you all see it? Ooh, yeah. It was a bit cloudy for some people, but yeah, it was there. But the whole thing has obviously sparked off a whole load of conspiracy theories. Some suggesting it will be used to usher in a new world order. When does that happen? Is that today? I don't know.
It comes tomorrow.
There are millions of people gathered around the eclipse's path of totality, stretching from Mexico's Pacific coast across the US and to eastern Canada. So you missed it. You're on the wrong side.
Are you kidding? I had a great view of seriously overcast skies. It was brilliant. Sucked.
But amongst the wild theories circulating online, an American far-right figure, Alex Jones, claimed in a video that the eclipse was a part of a Masonic rituals to establish a new world order, despite inaccuracies of the video's claims about the eclipse. He said it was going to form Hebrew letters and hinted at an ominous symbolism. It was all rubbish.
Sorry.
He also hosted a discussion suggesting the eclipse coincides with a date with the Hebrew calendar, believed to be significant for globalist seeking and to imbue negative energy into the coming year. Ooh, just imbue that negative energy in there, just squirt it in like a big syringe. And so, other theorists said they speculated the timing of the eclipse That's how it works. The timing of the eclipse coinciding with the European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN, restarting its Large Hadron Collider, suggested it could lead to catastrophic outcomes, which also didn't happen. Suggested the eclipse could provide cover for the US government to implement martial law and unleash chaos. Marjorie Taylor.
Fuck is wrong with you?
Marjorie Taylor Greene said, "God is sending America strong signs to tell us to repent as earthquakes and eclipses." And, it all happened at that, well, sort of at the same time, but not really, not quite. And it wasn't really an earthquake. It was a bit of a little rumble. But also there's been claims that the immigrants on the border, because obviously they turned it to the border crisis, that immigrants
they're coming to America.
they were going to use the 4 minutes of darkness of totality to sneak across the borders, as opposed to waiting to nighttime. And obviously, so the eclipse was all Biden's fault,
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
I just, there was so much derp in that I'm still in shock. I'm like that deer that's about to be run over by a car.
I don't think I even got to all the derp. There was so much derp going on, and I mean, I said to my son that because of the time difference between here and America, we're not going to get to see the eclipse until 1 a.m. But this leads on to a serious story because a woman named Taylor Nichelle Celestine, 22 from Georgia, allegedly fired shots at random vehicles during the solar eclipse, claiming that God directed her to do so. The incident occurred on a Florida highway where Celestine, I'm not even too sure I'm pronouncing it right.
Who cares? She's an idiot anyway.
She reportedly informed hotel staff beforehand about her intention to go on a shooting spree, as directed by God. So she was driving a purple Dodge Challenger with Georgia plates. Celestine entered Interstate 10 and opened fire at passing cars. Less than 5 minutes into the interstate, one driver was hit multiple times, resulting in glass shards hitting him and a bullet grazing his arm. He was very lucky. And another driver was hit in the neck. Thankfully, no one was actually properly shot. But Florida Highway Patrol troopers responded to reports of an active shooter and located her near the 96-mile marker where she was stopped and taken into custody. Good. I wouldn't put her into custody. I'll put her into a jail. Custody's too nice.
Very, very well padded cell.
Troopers recovered an AR-15, the shooter's gun of choice, obviously, and a 9mm handgun from a vehicle. And she was charged with attempted murder, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and, most importantly, improper discharge of a firearm. Yeah. What? Why bother adding that one onto the end of it?
Well, yeah. Why not throw in a traffic violation and jaywalking just to make sure?
That's odd. But anyway, the Florida Highway Patrol of Investigations and Intelligence is their investigation is ongoing.
Wow, that's a whole bag of crazy right there.
I know. I mean, there must have been a lot of incidents like that during the eclipse. Just people just gone batshit nuts. Must have been.
Oh, totally, man. But that takes the cake. Like, she's obviously a fan of this fucking guy. Musquatch. So, Elon here. The complimentary blue ticks are now back for some users, as long as you're like important and maybe worth having so that he can get advertising revenue, right? And it's set off a whole bunch of confusion and whatnot because some people have to pay, some people don't. Blue check marks for years on Twitter before X actually mirrored verification badges that are common on social media, largely reserved for celebrity, politician, and other influential accounts. But that changed when he bought the platform and lost all that money, and he started issuing verification checks only to those that paid the monthly fee for it. But Well, that didn't work out very much. So now he's going and he's just giving them to people that he needs to be, please use my service so I can have advertisers. And all these other people that are paying for them are like, what's up, pal? And sometimes I swear to God, this guy only thinks with his big toe after he's kicked the leg of his coffee table with it. It's just unbelievable.
What do you mean kicks his leg of his table? He just kicks the new intern at Twitter.
Yeah.
Zitter.
Yeah. So now all X accounts with more than 2,500 verified subscriber followers will get premium features, which includes the check mark for free going forward. And accounts over 5,000 will get a premium plus for free. So he's going back to, and he's not just going back, but he's taking a feature that is useful and handy for a lot of people to make sure, and he's turning it into just a paid free-for-all. And so the check marks as of right now on Twitter mean absolutely nothing as it pertains to, are they verified intelligent people and not just scammer fools and blah, blah. All they have to do is pay. Or be popular.
Well, yeah, that's not going to happen in my case. But I think at this point, maybe he's just like, he should get like a very pointy, like a, what do you call them? Like a paper clip, and there's a little hole at the back of Twitter. It just says reset to factory settings.
Yeah. It's like a router, dude. Just hit the button.
Just put it back to how it was.
That's funny. But yeah, so I don't know if he's ever going to get it through his head that a lot of the things he's doing aren't really good for social media, because he's obviously not really that good for social media himself. I mean,
Well, I mean, the thing is, he should know, and because he is on the spectrum, and he's not a very sociable person.
No,
so he's probably the last person who should be in charge of a social media site.
Exactly. It makes about as much sense as somebody with an eating disorder to be the one that's running the candy shop.
It'd like be putting you in charge of public relations at the United Nations.
Get me a job at the weed store. Oh, man, just grab something. So, let's see here. I believe you're at this now, right?
Oh, hello. Talking of social media stuff. We reported on this story a few months back, but here's a bit of a follow-up to the story. So, Russian influencer Elena, I couldn't get her name right first time, so don't get it's going to come wrong again. But Agafonova, 23, has been sentenced to 10 months of hard labor for her social media video in which she appeared to tickle the breast of a famous war statue.
Yeah.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Now, this statue is big and huge, and she's standing far away from it, kind of doing that. You pretend you're pushing up the Leaning Tower of Pisa, That's what it is.
Yeah. And, if you saw a statue like that, wouldn't you?
I'd dry hump the shit out of it, man.
Tits first. Yeah. So the motherland calls in Volgograd. Just stop doing this, world. The court convicted her of rehabilitation. Is that right? Am I reading that right? Rehabilitation of Nazism.
I can't get my head around the wording, but I checked other sites and they say it the same way. It's not like they typoed.
Yeah. Rehabilitation of Nazism. Okay.
I know how to rehabilitate Nazis. Shoot them in the fucking back of the head.
I've never gone around tickled the tit of someone going, right, there you go. I'm rehabilitating the Nazis.
Exactly. Let's go kill a people. It's just.
Yeah. But anyway, she was released on condition that she does not leave Russia. Yeah. Why would she want to? Such a wonderful place.
They seem to love her.
Agafonova has been banned from social media for 2 years and will lose 10% of her future earnings as a fine to the state. Her sentence.
Oh, this isn't orchestrated at all. No. Oh my God. Okay.
Take 10% of her earnings. Oh, is she Google?
Did they negotiate?
Her sentence for hard labor in the community is lighter than expected, considering she could have had 5 years in jail. Yeah, I don't know what the hard labor is, going to be like. Just going to give her a feather dust to go around dusting the statues. Don't tickle them. After posting the video,
Watch how you wiggle your finger, though.
yeah, she fled to Sri Lanka originally, and but was detained on her return to Moscow 6 months later. Why did you go home, you silly girl?
Well, I want to address that quick before we're done with this article.
Well, we're not done yet.
Yeah.
Agafonova was accused of desecration of a burial site and cynical actions that disregard the norms of morality, as well as the rehabilitation of Nazism thing. But her case
It's amazing. Everything they just said was utterly wrong.
It's gibberish. Her case reflects the tightening grip on behavior considered anti-patriotic or against traditional values in Russia under President Putin, especially amid the ongoing war with Ukraine.
Yeah. Wow, man.
Anyway, she apparently issued an apology expressing her regret for her actions, probably at gunpoint, and asked forgiveness from the Russian citizens.
All of which sat there going, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. But the PJCnet, BME, and Crazy Cat from our mod team there were having a chat in our little private thing about this. And one of them pointed out that I wonder if she returned home under threat of family. Right?
Yes.
Let's face it, we're talking about orc scum here, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we got your mother and father standing next to a window. It's your choice. Come home or
yeah.
sweep him up later.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the things I also find quite strange about it is the fact there's such a thing as a Russian influencer. I mean, surely that goes against everything.
I thought Putin was the only one. I mean,
the only thing you're allowed to influence is the love of Putin. Surely,
yeah. That's that's what that threw me off too. The whole thing was confusing to me. It was just like somebody was using English words but in the wrong order, so I couldn't quite make sense of it all. It was very strange.
Yeah. So it's the wrong country.
Yeah. We got a direct $10 tip in from Lee Marley in the chat. He says, use it where it's needed. So big hearts there. Thank you, Lee. Thank you very much. Cool. Always love a little tip action and stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
Thanks, buddy. So yeah, and
You've always got a bit of action on your tip.
So this guy's done it again. There's been a real back and forth between the Pope and, the people around him and the LGBTQ plus community there. And now he's having a go at gender affirming surgery, saying, the Vatican's declaration that gender affirming surgery and what it calls gender ideologies violate human dignity is disappointing and deeply harmful, a bunch of groups have come out to say here. Obviously so. Come on, dude. This is what happens when you just end up in a situation where you've got 80 and 90-year-olds in charge of things, right? I don't think we have to always look to, the ancient, but...
Well, not only that, who let these kiddie fiddlers decide what's dignified or not?
Oh, Jesus. Now, I mean, I have no problem with faith and stuff, so don't think we're picking on religion as a whole here, because we're not. It's just the Vatican has this thing where they literally have to be dragged kicking and screaming into the modern age every time there's a new divisive issue. And I just, when a church basically exists because of the goodwill of the people that are a part of it, don't you want to grow instead of shrink? Right?
PJ in the chat says the Pope should stay out of current affairs and politics. I would also add religion to that.
Yeah. I would also say out of the driver's seat of a car at his age and,
Yeah, get the bus pass.
Yeah, the press room. I mean, just, keep the guy quiet, man. Every time he opens his mouth, he just, guy's done it again, so.
Yeah. And stay at the children's changing rooms, you forget.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not. Yeah. So let's see
Yeah,
here.
I think we've gone a little bit too far because God might smite this channel. Yeah, God might give us a thumb down, and we wouldn't want God's thumb down.
No,
so just make sure you give us an extra like tonight, just in case God gives us a thumb down.
yeah, let's wipe it out of your mind, shall we?
And now for something completely different.
Camel toes. Oh no, no. That's the camel going. No, according to experts from the University of Oxford, because they'll know, camels are considered better for the environment than cows because they produce less methane, which is obviously you all know is the methane gas that contributes to global warming and is emitted through belching and flatulence of livestock. Like Dick Dawson and cows. But Professors Dawn Chatty and Ariel Ahern highlighted that camels, due to their unique physiology, produce less methane compared to cows and sheep. They also noted that camel milk, which is high in vitamin C and low in fat, is experienced increased demand. Tasty. You just get a bit of camel milk on your cornflakes, don't you? The expert suggested that camels could become the next cow in terms of livestock, particularly as they are well suited to harsh desert environments and require less water and vegetation.
Camel, the other red meat.
I've never had camel. They suggested the potential of camels to play a crucial role in food production, adaptation to climate change, especially in arid regions. So, not so much around the lush green fields of England. They're thinking the deserts. Yes.
I've not seen a lot of camels that look comfortable in the fields in Alberta or I'm just imagine that. That'd be weird.
Yeah, it could be running across the plains in Iowa or something maybe. But however, they cautions against the industrialization of camel farming, which involves large scale dairy operations. Though they didn't exactly say why. You don't want an invasion of camels. I mean,
don't let them congregate in large numbers.
Thing is, they do spit, so they probably spit in their milk. So
yeah,
spit on each other.
They got that
before your steak has got to the chef and he spat on it. They've already spat on it for you.
Yeah. You ever been given attitude by your supper? Scott Breezen in the chat is 53 today. So big happy birthday to him. I'm about to go to 54. So try to keep up, will you?
Kiddies.
But happy birthday, man. Dear okay, yeah, we'll go to this one. So these people are the parents of the Michigan shooter kid. You know how the parents were taken to court over the whole thing because there was clear signs that this guy was properly unstable. Well, they were sentenced today. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah. And 10 to 15 years in prison.
Wow.
Yep. The victims' families were there in court. So James Crumbley, well, at least his life is, and his wife Jennifer were sentenced one after another by Circuit Judge Cheryl Matthews. Let's see here. The son was Ethan, had pleaded guilty to the shooting there, 2021. And I forgot to do highlights on this one. I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be. The couple will get credit for time served in the Oakland County Jail since their arrests in the wake of the shooting. As an argument for me on that issue, Canada does it as well, but you get credit of 2 days, or you get 2 days credit for 1 day served. I don't see how that makes any sense at all. But yeah, in Canada, if you get held in jail for 90 days waiting to go to court, that counts as 180 days towards the sentence that you end up with. I don't understand that. I don't agree with that. I don't like it. But yeah, they were found outright guilty. They really should have known. They were completely disassociated from the kid, weren't paying attention at all. One of the parents said to them outright, "The blood of our children is on your hands too," and not just your kids. And yeah, it's a huge deal because I think this is the first time ever that parents have been brought to court and convicted of something the child did. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. So
God, the prison system's going to get very full very quickly. God.
Can you imagine? There's this unwritten thing with the bad kids in North America, but we have such lenient laws to underagers that children know they're going to get basically off scot-free. And so if you're a bad kid, you can run rampant and you're still all right,
Yeah, but your parents will go to jail, though.
Imagine that, man. Holy. How angry would you be if your punk-ass kid ended up with you in jail? Wow. But, I mean, my kid would never do something like that because I raised him properly. So, there you go, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Big deal, man. Holy, right? So, this is one freaking disturbing picture, dude. Start explaining.
I'm going to try. Yeah. So Felicity Cadillac from Massachusetts has made headlines by revealing her unconventional love life.
Which one is she?
It's all on the right. Her unconventional love life involving her marriage to a 6-foot male doll named Robert. Hello, Robert. The 25-year-old identifies as objectum sexual. Experiencing.
Thought you were going to say utterly stupid, but okay, sorry.
Well, we're going to get to that, yeah. But experience romantic and sexual attraction towards inanimate objects. But he's not even good looking. He previously tied the knot.
I wouldn't fuck him.
With a zombie doll named Kelly Rossi in 2018, but later fell in love with Robert. You two-timing tart.
Yeah.
You're evil. Look at that. How could you leave that woman for that man? Oh, God's sake. The relationship took an unexpected turn when Felicity proposed to Robert. Oh, he didn't propose to her. Okay. And they exchanged vows on Valentine's Day in a ceremony led by her grandfather.
Oh, come on. What is he, a lawnmower? I mean, What the hell?
Yeah, despite the unorthodox nature of the relationship, Felicity insists it's a polyamorous one, with both Robert and Kelly being her partners.
That's so wrong on so many levels, man.
I wish Robert and Kelly would just run off together.
Wouldn't that be funny? They leave her.
We want a divorce.
They took my car.
But their love story doesn't end there. Oh, can you imagine having got a pet dog? It's just like a, bag of wool. Their love story doesn't end there because the trio is also raising a large family consisting of 10 children, including zombie dolls named Rachel, Luna, Billy, and others.
Furbies?
There's a picture of it. There's a picture of it.
Is there? Okay, hold on.
With her kids. Oh, dear. There they are. That's her children.
It's like the stand-ins for the Addams Family revival movie. This is ridiculous.
Okay, you think it's got ridiculous? We haven't finished yet. Because in a surprising development, they are expecting another zombie doll child named Peter.
Somebody was shopping on Amazon? What? How does this work?
That's what they mean by expecting another zombie doll. Yeah, they're tracking.
It's like going back to the good old days of the stork.
But through Amazon. Oh, it's nuts. Well, despite the unconventional nature of their family life, you're not shitting me, Felicity is adamant that her relationships are valid and not a result of any disorder. It's not. She seeks to challenge societal judgments and hopes to live openly with a doll family and without fear of criticism.
And no, what she hopes for is enough people actually give a rat's ass that they'll start following her social media so she can earn a living. This is just ridiculous.
No, I hope she gets her children to a decent school around the local area.
I hope she's got fire insurance for them. I'm just
what do they go dressed like on Halloween, like humans? Felicity emphasizes that she is in therapy and her therapist sees nothing wrong with her loving her doll family, asserting that objectum sexuality is a spiritual connection, not a delusion. I would say otherwise. I would counter your.
I'm not buying that load of dog shit.
Yeah, I wonder what store she bought her therapist from.
Cracker Jack box. Little army man. She puts him on the shelf and he gives her help.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, exactly. Freak. Okay, so I will try to one up you here. So this woman is a nurse. She was arrested. So let me tell you. So her and her husband are facing a slew of charges after cops discovered a video of her having sex with the family's Great Dane, a dog, if you don't know. So the nearby residents say, oh yeah, they're real big animal lovers, right? Her husband has been nicknamed the pet detective, but he was arrested on March 27th for allegedly masturbating at a supermarket in Spring, Texas, just outside of Houston. I think we brought this one up, right? And he was accused of pleasuring himself while following some children around the store. When the cops, So when the cops searched his phone, they got a super shock. Not only did he have some kitty porn type stuff on there, they found a video with his wife having sex with the dog. They have two children, one 18 and one 10. I hope they're, somehow normal and not, affected by this. But yeah. That woman is an absolutely disgusting, vile. Oh my Lord! So
I don't know. I've not seen the video. She might be quite sexy at it.
Oh. No.
Are you sure they've got children or not puppies?
Yeah, well, yeah. No, they got a 10-year-old, which is concerning, and an 18-year-old who's probably used to this.
God.
I mean, it's
so ashamed.
Oh, can you imagine? Yeah, they've both already withdrawn from school and moved to Antarctica to continue research or something, right? Oh man.
Yeah, this is not so much a Scooby-Doo, it's Scooby-Don't.
Oh, it's so bad. I just don't understand people. Why do you have to go that far to get your kicks? What the heck is wrong with you?
The funny thing is, it's like it's not good enough for the husband just to watch her fuck the dog. He's got to film it too.
I mean, he probably hits the bathroom at work and gives her a little 2-knuckle shuffle when he's, I mean, oh my God, what the? And these people, like, she's a nurse. Like, these are people you would think should be normal. That's how screwed up life is right now.
Okay, I got nothing else to add to that one.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to be as filthy and as obnoxious as I could possibly can, and you really have just like run my limit. I just don't know where to go with that one.
I know.
Absolutely.
I'm scared to get the mental image because then, I'm going to have to wash my own eyeballs out with soap. It's just weird.
Well, all I can say is I hope the dog got a Scooby snack afterwards.
We got 3 minutes here. So do you want to do second to last or last?
We'll go with the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, because locals and Coast Guard rangers in Malaysia were shocked when a massive, grotesque, fleshy mass washed up on the Telok Milano beach. I didn't even know Donald Trump was on holiday.
Yeah. And this is what you get when he doesn't spray tan. So
it's believed to be the decaying remains of a whale. The unsettling discovery, referred to as a globster, measured about 6 feet long and left beachgoers and online viewers both horrified and intrigued. Oh, God, it must have stunk. stank.
Oh,
Jeez. Ugh, yeah. The Coast Guard shared a video of the grisly find on social media, prompting a mixture of reactions from viewers, mostly
revulsion. Yeah, exactly. Lots
Yeah, no,
of lunch.
oh, no.
Yeah.
"Oh, shag that!" Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some expressed pity for the creature. Okay, fair enough. It's a dead thing, but also described it as a rare find. I don't think it is. Others found it creepy and mysterious. See, this is the sort of thing that happens all the time. Just things die in the ocean and they do get washed up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never understood why these sort of stories keep coming up. Because there's lots of speculations and online discussions about, the nature of the mysterious beast. But, it's a dead creature. And this is what happens.
Exactly. Yeah. Things die and they purposely send themselves on a course to wash up on the shore and freak us out. It's been happening for a long time. Yeah. No, but I mean, we don't even know that much about the depths, to be honest, of the ocean. We know the moon better, for God's sakes, right? So no wonder we're like, wow, what is that? Yeah.
Oh, dear. Hey, we've got 1:17 left. Go, quick, do one.
Okay, so let's see here. You thought I brought up a picture of a proper idiot last time. Boom, baby. So you know who that idiot is, right? Marjorie Taylor Greene there.
Washed up on a shore.
Sorry?
The same, was that washed up on a shore somewhere?
Well, she's got the look of the bad guy from the one Star Trek movie where they did the face stretching, to try to make themselves not, look older. But there few Republicans are now calling her Moscow Marjorie, and they're literally accusing her of irresponsible Ukraine rhetoric. Former Congressman Ken Buck says Taylor Greene gets her talking points from the Kremlin when opposing Ukraine aid.
Wow.
Yeah, her own party members are just absolutely fed up with her just jumping up and down like the small dog by the big dog going, look at me, look at me, look at me, because that's what she does, man.
She's just a bitch.
Like, was she not popular in high school and she's just living out her little schoolgirl fantasy now? Like, you finally like me. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Seriously. You've got the opinions of like a meth head that's about to give head for drugs, I can't stand this woman.
Somebody tried to prepare in politics.
Yeah. And once again, she's opened her mouth and said all the wrong things. Who is shocked by that?
City cow.
And it looks like we're done. So big thanks to everybody for showing up and hanging out with us today. And Lee Marley there for that direct tip. Awesome. And we'll say goodnight and thank our team and everything in the credits. See you soon, fellow babies.
Good night.
Keep your stick on the ice. So we got a huge shout out to the we've got CF Beauty who runs the teams in the background, and we've got PJ CNET and Skits Crasher and Shayna Caldwell and the Cronin on the team tonight. So huge shout, everybody. Thank you very much.
And thanks for all the people that do the donations, become members, and super chats and all that stuff, because that really helps keep the channel going. It really does. Don't forget to hit the like on Play Out. I'm going to do that right now. So I've done that. You do the same. And don't forget to share us out. Yeah. I'll tell you what you need to do is get a big Shills t-shirt, marry a zombie doll, get yourself in the news, so make sure the zombie doll's standing there with watch the Shills and all the newspapers. Don't get it, share it out. Or just wash up on a beach somewhere saying you're a blob of grotesque flesh and you watch the Shills. Try that.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.